Hi, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get into our 8 exercises. It's going to be fantastic or challenging or whatever it will be. That's what it will be later. Right now, I want to share something with you. I've been learning a lot about motivation and reaching goals, things like that. And I try to share it here in like 1 minute so that we can all have this information, share it. And as I share it, it grows in me. So thanks for letting me do that. Today, I want to talk about delayed gratification. Okay, so you went to the gym or you sat and did your project, worked on your project. Where's your results? We know that's not how it works. We don't go to the gym one time and our body is fully sculpted and we don't sit down to write and all of a sudden we have a fantastic book that we can sell. That's not how it works. That is why we need delayed gratification, because it doesn't just happen out of nowhere. We don't sit and do a little bit of work and everything happens. That's why I'm saying small things. So if we do something small towards our goal, if we have a mini goal and then we reach that mini goal and then we celebrate it, then we notice it, we know that we're moving up towards that goal a little bit. And now we have that. It motivates us. Then we get a small task again, a mini task, a mini goal that we reached, and then a mini celebration. Again, this way it doesn't feel always like you have to wait until the very end to feel gratification, to feel like you're doing something. So let's do the small things. Number one, small thing that whenever I'm discombobulated, I got to get present. All that stuff that's happening in my head is not happening out here. That's why I'm trying to get present. What is actually happening out here? I'm looking at my bicycle. I'm looking at my chair. That's actually what's happening. Nothing. So now that nothing's happening, let's get into our first exercise. Now we know this is happening, so we're getting present again. In this present, I'm going to look for gratitude. I'm going to look for what I could be thankful for already, not in the future, what's already here for me. Let's try it out, working on that muscle right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. And I'm laughing at myself because in the middle of that, I was grateful for the noise outside because I realized I live in a city and I love living in cities. And when I go to a quiet place, when it gets dark, I get really scared. So I know that the noise from a city, for me, I could be grateful for that and, just kind of get my mind around it to feel gratified with where I live. It's a generating motivation. Here we go. Let's meditate. So funny that I said, here we go, let's meditate. Like we're going to go meditate. But we are going in our mind. We go to various places. Now we're going to meditate. So we're going to pause whatever it is that we want to put a pause on for thinking. Have that muscle used to decide what we're going to focus on. And maybe that's our breath. Let's try it. Sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. We're using water as a transition tool. And then I use that throughout the day. I have that thought, there's always time for water. And that's how I stay hydrated. Let's keep going. Let's write some stuff down. What's the stuff? Surprise yourself. Or make it so mundane that you're so not surprised. This is what you write every day. It doesn't matter. What matters is we said we were going to write, and we're going to write. Let's try it. Let's write anything that comes to mind right now. Let's wrap for now. Transition water allows you to leave that sentence mid-sentence, and whatever it is that you wrote, let's move away from it. Let's go into our sun salutation or any kind of stretch. If you need to sit, sit. If you can stand, stand. And let's do a sun salutation. Inhale the arms. Ooh. Inhale the arms out and up, reaching up, looking up. And you might want to interlace your fingers and then palms up towards the ceiling if you want. If you want to change for a sun salutation, if you feel like doing that, and then let go of your hands and fold forward. Now we're hanging over our feet. Sometimes I put one palm down, raise one arm up, and then look towards the raised arm and then switch in that position. And let's halfway lift, flat back. Let's get into our high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back. If you want to feel a difference in this high plank, bring your knee into your nose, then switch, bring the other knee in. If you feel like a change, and then lower all the way down. Once you're there, push your palms or just get up on your forearms in this position, Sphinx pose. See if that changes how you feel. Once you're ready, get into down dog, hips up, and then walk your feet towards your hands and slowly rise, meeting your palms above your head and exhaling them down to the center of the chest. And that's the sun salutation with slight changes if you ever feel like having changes. Let's have some water. You don't have to incorporate all of them. These are options from day to day that you can choose from. You can make up your own, whatever feels good. Move slowly. Let's get into a plank. What do you need to get in that head? Do you need to already be proud of yourself? Already feel that satisfaction? Remember the last time that you didn't want to do it and you did it? Let's bring that to here. Let's get in our ready position. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and we're up in plank. That is right now. So let's find yourself getting into that position. If you're there, great job. You're in for 10 seconds. If you're not there yet, it's not too late. Let's get up in that pose. Now, in that pose, how do you feel? Find a way to feel strong about it. That's 20 seconds. Look at you floating on your hands or your forearms, even if your knees are down. That is amazing. For 30 more seconds, let's see if you can keep generating that energy. How do you do that? You make the small tasks. So let's say we have 20 seconds left, which we do. Every time you get to 3 seconds, you go, I did it. Another 3 seconds. I did it. Another 3 seconds. I did it. And you're generating energy that you could put to the last 10 seconds here. Can you do another 1 second? That's all we're concerned with. And 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Come down off your plank. Maybe do one of the stretch poses that felt good, that help you get up off the floor into a standing or a sitting position to get to your water. And however you come off your plank, hey, did you do it? There's your credit. Everything that you did, so all these 1-minute little tasks, when we're done, we go, all right, I said I would do it, I did it. That reminds you, there's that loop. Small win, small celebration, a little more motivation. I went a little further, let's keep going. Break some procrastination. What would you like the big picture to look at like? You can't just take one giant step and get there. What's the smallest step that you can do for that goal? Let's see what we can do, taking on the small task right now. Let's wrap the task. Find the water. We could keep going with the task. I bet we could, but we're wrapping the task so we can trust ourselves. We can say, I'm going to do a minute of this, and then I have another thing to do, and I'm going to do that as well. So I can trust that I can start this, end this. I could start the next thing. Let's keep practicing. Let's connect with someone. Telling them good news. Hey, I was in a plank pose today. Wow, look at me. Maybe just letting someone know. Or, oh, I ran into a picture of you on my phone. Share that picture with them. I remember this. It was a good time. Let's look for some kind of connection. See what we find by reaching out right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. If you were lucky enough to figure out who to send to, what to send to, actually hit the send button. Good for you. If you didn't figure all that stuff out, you don't have to. Let's keep going. Let's move our bodies. We have this beautiful body. Let's move it. Let's exercise it. Saying thank you, I get to use these muscles. This is how we express that. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Express that you're happy to have the limbs, whatever limbs you have, whatever muscles you have, whatever anything you have. Celebrate by moving it. That's 10 seconds in. Now, when I didn't have one leg to use, boy, when I was working to get that back, was I glad to be useful of it. That's 20 seconds. Was I glad to have that use? And now I take it less for granted. So let's move it around while we have it. That's 30 seconds. Let's keep going, making sure that we're breathing. Let's check on the breath for a few seconds. We're at 20 seconds. Can you generate a little more energy? Do you need to make smaller goals in order to reach them? Feel good? Start again. Let's do that for 10 more seconds. As if you just started. Get that kind of energy into it for 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and you're done. All right, in 15 minutes, we did 8 exercises. We drank water. How does that feel? If you don't know, that's fine. We're just kind of continuing to check in. Thanks for taking OMAT.